the glow, and the name.
We're live. All right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Fortress TV's live coverage of ESEA Invite. We are in Season 20. We're bringing you the live action between a Getawhale fan club and the team formerly known as Attack of the Yomis, now known as Strawberry Mangoes. Over on camera, we have Mathsad. I am Bloodsire, and joining me on the mic is BUICK. How's it going, BUICK?
Very good, my friend. Very good. This is the match I was looking forward to. When I was looking at the matches earlier today, looked at the list of what was going to happen, I found this one. This one's pretty damn interesting from what it's lined up to be.
Oh, yeah. We have a team on the one hand that I don't know if they're playing above their ability, but they are playing lights out, and that is the Getawhale fan club. I'm sure Getawhale himself is a fan club of this team because they are 3-0, BUICK, and I believe they've been winning pretty handily.
I know they have. So we were looking at like 3-0 so far. And what was it? 5-0, 5-0. And then their most recent thing was they 5-0'd Woodpig on Sunshine. Like, and Woodpig is a team that people expected, you know, they're playing hot, they're playing well, you know, like they beat Team Solo Uber. Like, that's, people did not, I don't think they saw that 5-0 coming. So on top of getting 3-0, when you go 5-0 three times, and you beat a team that a lot of people thought, you know, maybe finish third or fourth, like that's making a statement. You're putting yourself up there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and they've been playing very well. And then, unfortunately, on the other side, Attack of the Yomis, now Strawberry Mangoes, and maybe the name change will help them out, but they haven't won a single match yet. They have gone 0-3. So, Buick, why don't you go ahead and run down some of the rosters for these teams here?
Yes, but of course. So, on our friends Getawhale fan club, we do have Nursey. She will be playing Medic. See if everybody's on their class right now. So, give me one moment. In regards, so we have Nursey, we have a vast link user. Our Pocket, you know me, you love him. He's really damn talented, to be honest. Goldfish will be playing Pocket this time around. And on the other side, all right. So that's so far with that roster. That's a pretty solid roster. We forgot to mention they did win IM last season. So
that's true. They're
the team, like, we expected them to do decent, an invite, but winning IM, doing this well, like, picking up Goldfish, like that's what you consider. You're picking up a nice upgrade. You're ready to challenge people, and they've been showing it so far.
And they're fans of Getawhale, and anyone who's a friend of Getawhale is a friend of mine and yours, I'm sure. So that team looking pretty good. And over on the other side, Strawberry Mangoes is the team name that we will be attributing to them from now on. They used to be the Yomis, but gone are the Yomis. However, on Medic for them, they have Indust. On Demo Man, they have Muma. Over on Soldier, they have Alpha, and I believe he's the Pocket. Tagaron is Roaming. Free State and Corsa are your scouts, and that scout combo, it looks pretty good on paper.
Yes.
Those are two DM centered scouts, and you would think that they would be able to carry their team just a little bit, do a whole lot of damage, and maybe put their team on their back and get a victory here.
It is Snakewater. I mean, they will be able to affect the mid quite often now. Like as you mentioned, you look at them, you're just like, DM wise, they're damn good. I remember seeing Free State at the last Fights Land in Pennsylvania in like February or whatever. Like it was like him, Megachu, Zalox. They actually won the TF2 tournament there, and I had the opportunity to just walk behind their team, chill and watch them playing. And that man, he's a killing machine sometimes. So it hasn't worked completely out this season yet. Could this be the match where maybe that scout combo finds their groove and they just mop up everything? Like, we've seen crazier things on Snakewater.
Well, they're gonna need something because sitting down 0-3 right now in the standings, going against a team that is undefeated, they're gonna want to show that they're here to play an invite. Like we said, Getawhale Fan Club did win intermediate last season, but if you want the Strawberry Mangoes, if they want to show that they are a contender, they're gonna take it to this team here.
Yes.
Get something going on Snakewater and put an end to their losing streak. More importantly, put an end to the undefeated streak of the Getawhale Fan Club, and show that they're here to play.
Something to note too. So Strawberry Mangoes, you may look at them. You obviously recognize the players on their team. They're all very good players in regards to each of their classes. So they are 0-3. We know this, but when you look through the 0-3, like, it's teams, they lost to Ascent, they lost to TSU, they lost to Froyo Tech. Like, you know, you don't want to be like, oh well, you know, they lost because that's the hardest part of their schedule. But really, there's nothing wrong with getting potentially the hardest part of your schedule out of the way to start off with. You know, now maybe they get a few games against teams they can handle, they can beat. You put yourself on a little, you know, you get a little confidence. You put yourself on a little win streak, and all of a sudden you turn your whole season around. You know, that could happen at any time this game.
That's a really good point. And, you know, of course, the only way to get better is to play a better opponent. And certainly the Strawberry Mango team have done that. And, you know, something to point out as we do see that the classes are being set up here is that the Getawhale Fan Club, they haven't been tested as strongly as the Strawberry Mango team has with their schedule so far. They will in the next 2 weeks, but this could be the match here where we see things start to shift in this invite season. So there it is, Buick. The green text of awesome, as I like to say, means that we are going live here, and this is going to be our first mid-rollout.
I do like it. I do like it. We'll see maybe which demo man wants to get here first. Right now, Smooth. Throwing a little sticky right there. You know, demos are just kind of patting each other sticky, saying, hey, dude, I know you're there. I know you're there. We're not seeing any huge bombs or aggressive play from the demo man earlier right now. The blue team, they do end up having Free State kind of guarding that left side right now. Failure shooting some sticky draws. Tag needs to get up and jump. He's starting right now. Look where Tag's hiding from. He's going to start jumping on the med. Oh, denies him. Goldfish does go down after an aggressive play. And do you like Red's positioning here, Bloodsire?
They had the better positioning in the beginning, but it looks like they are just going to wipe. Both their soldiers tried to bomb in on sec on the middle. And the blue Strawberry Mango teams were able to just absorb them. As you see Smooth right now jump in. Link user is going to take him out, and ×2 is on that middle point. But all of the Strawberry Mango team have pushed up to this second point. They're doing a good job here of locking out the red over here as they already try to cap the second. But in comes that soldier and the Uber.
You don't see that every day. You don't see an aggressive defense like this. But Goldfish, maybe he just wants to kill some stuff. His medic may die because of it. That ends up happening. I question that decision to push there, knowing Blue had Uber. Now something they can do to turn this around is kill Indus, but he's quite wireless. It's not going to happen.
You know, right off the bat here, it looks like the Mango team, they're looking pretty strong in near DM. Everything that the Getawhale Fan Club throws at them, they are absorbing and killing. Only that Demo Man there to defend last. There are some players, but it's not going to happen just like that. 1, 2, 3. Strawberry Mangoes are up on the board. So already goes away the dream of the undefeated, undefeated round season
Undefeated round again.
There you go.
For sure.
So if the Getawhale Fan Club want to win this one, it's not going to be 5-0. It's going to be at least a point on that scoreline. So we are in min number 2.
Indeed. So Tag he's not going for the jump again. I don't know if that's going to... It actually kind of worked last time. Here comes aim jumping absolutely in 1 rocket, 2 rockets. Doesn't really do as much damage as he likes. End up getting taken out. Followed up with a wreck. I do think Red needs to move out. They're going to have to back up again. They're sending the soldier in, whether it's aim and or, you know, Goldfish, and they're just not accomplishing as much as they'd like to on those soldier bombs. And rinse, repeat, here we are holding last again. I don't like to see Getawhale Fan Club in this position. The only difference, I think, this time is because they lost so many people, Bloodsire, they're actually obligated to hold last rather than try for that aggressive play on 2.
Yeah, it feels like deja vu all over again. We are in the exact same situation. And once again, the Mango team has a nice air shot comes in on to Smooth. I believe that was Goldfish. Goldfish credited with the kill there. Is going to give his team some bit of breathing room as they try to weather this blue onslaught that's about to come in. Uber is up for both teams, and looks like it's getting ready to go in on the blue side. Over on the left, both Ubers have been popped. So nobody is dead as of yet. Goldfish still dead, but he will be spawning in about 4 seconds. Aim's going to take down Smooth. It looks like Getawhale Fan Club are digging in just a little bit here on the right side, and they're able to defend. But this is Snake Water last, Buick, and it's very, very hard to push out of.
Something I was hoping. So I kept watching Alpha because we know what he likes to do. So I'm sitting there watching his death cam or waiting, you know, watching when he respawns, what he responds as. And as expected, we see the old sniper. We'll see. They're going to try to make room for him in left, try to make room for him in right. If anything, from what we've seen him sniping, like during what was it, Viaduct with that tip of the hat smash, man, was he on point. So we'll see if something like that carries over. I think they could easily take this round.
Of course, Alpha AA's not rocking that tag right now, but he is a member of the auto aim community, so Alpha, very, very good sniper. I always like to credit the AA snipers with their dues, because why not? He sees that demo man over in lower, does try to get that shot on him, but it is not going to go. His team Doing very, very good. I'm healing him up, and just like that, he is going to take down the red demo man. I'm not sure what Avast was trying to do there. Basically just allowing himself to be picked, and now in comes the blue Uber in from lower. It's scattered, though. Only a scout came in with this Uber, and they are not collecting any other frags. They do force the red pop, but nobody else has come in, and I'm not sure, Buick, what this push was meant to do.
Yeah, it looks like they just came in with the scout, forced the Uber. It was just like, hey guys, bye guys, you know, just running through. They made it out completely up top. On the other side, though, Tag goes down, but aim does too, so we trade the old soldier for soldier. I don't really see them being able to push in on it, though. So, not really sure. Now, with down right there, Alpha going down. With the demo pushing in, do you agree with them? Blue's choice to kind of edge in here? Course is pushing in very heavily right now. One shot, two shot. Blue's got to back out. They can't. They kind of just trickled in one by one right there, and you snake water last. You know that's never going to work.
It's not so bad to try to go for a little bit of a dry push there, just because it is very hard to push out of here. But you know, we do see that Uber is about to be up for Indus, so maybe if they waited just a little longer, they'd have a better opportunity to push. We do see two frags come in. Alpha's going to take down a Nursey, so down she goes. No medic. Another goes down for Getawhale Fanclub. That's aim, collects on one, but this is not looking good. That scout, link user, caught out on an island, and it is only aim and Goldfish left alive. 3 seconds on the respawn for Getawhale Fanclub. So if Goldfish can hold on just a little bit longer, the spawns are going to come in. ×2 on the point. Buick, and it's not going to be in time. The spawns don't come in, and the second point is on the board for the Strawberry Mangoes.
Something maybe we did not impress. I did notice, I saw Strawberry Mangoes when they were scrimming earlier before this match. They definitely had their stuff together. They were putting it to a, you know, Froyo Tech / Froyo Pug team, and they've definitely carried over that momentum so far. I don't know if Getawhale Fanclub expected to be down 2-0 right now, but they need to change something up in middle. Their soldier bombs just aren't accomplishing enough, so it looks like they're playing a little more passive right now. We're going to see if Aim or Goldfish makes the first move. Yes, they've all agreed to play passive mid. We can see this so far. Everybody's just trading blows. Nobody's really going down too low. Aim may be the first one to die in the back right. Here comes the Swords jumping on Tag. Nice jump up there. The nice Goldfish where it needs to go. He ends up dying to the right side. Stickies. With Alpha moving in, this is one of the most passive mids I maybe have ever seen before Blue's finally turning tail. Like, I'd say that was a minute long mid fight, and with only like 3 deaths total, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Indus did manage to survive, so that's going to allow them to hold on and try to defend second here. With a nice high-flying bomb from Goldfish, is going to get caught and denied by the scouts. But the blue Uber did go off finally. Nursey is going to have to pop her Uber. Frag does fall for the blue demo man. I believe that is Muma. But we're going to have frags being traded, and blue are continuing to hold on to their second. 3 did go down for the Getawhale Fanclub, and they're going to find themselves having to back off of this middle point. In comes a bomb from the blue demo man. Once again, the red team just trying to get out of there, save some sort of face, keep their medic alive, and live to fight another day.
So with blue capping like this, I like they're at a slight advantage. It's nothing. If they dry push now, that will shock me. But Alpha could be calling for it. You know, they're moving in. If Alpha gets a good jump and some good initiation, they're going to easily be able to put Nursey in a bad position. Tag jumping in too. Nobody has touched Nursey yet. Absolutely full hit points. Alpha's going up behind, but decides to go for the demo man instead. Not a bad choice, considering Avast, if they kill him right now, like, you're going to open up a huge window after you cap 2 to be able to push into last with no demo. But Avast is still staying alive. This is wonderful back there. Just buying his team the time they need. It gives Nursey the counter Uber. And hopefully they probably have to stuff Uber. They didn't have to use him in a decently bad position, but there's people on the point. They forgot about that. The Uber does get popped. Aim going down. Another man going down right there on the point. A wreck just spawned just in time. The blue Uber will be dying pretty soon. Gets healed from Nursey, and they've completely weathered the storm as long as they stick near Nursey, don't chase any frags right now, and, you know, heal up, chill, relax. You've held last, breathe. It's gonna be okay, you know?
Take your time, maybe, but no, great job from Indus and company there. They saw the point, tried to abuse the point, and backed out, got the high ground, put themselves in position to slowly back out here. Still alive, still building Uber. Is everybody on both sides of the field here? Oh, and down goes aim to the Alpha sniper. Of course, Alpha is on sniper, and down goes the scout soldier. Actually, that was aim, and he went down. He's going to visit the respawn room, and that's going to allow Strawberry Mangoes pushing a little bit. Tagaron going for a bomb. Gets preceded on top of that shed there. The red Uber does go off. Blue Uber not up yet. 97, 98. No pressure onto Indus, so he is going to get it and pop. We had frags going in the backfield. And down went Alpha and Muma. So it looks like this Blue Uber is going to get wasted. Play on the medic. Very, very hurt. 12 HP is Indus. He is somehow going to survive Buick. The Blue, they're going to have to hightail it out of here.
He truly is a wizard sometimes. When he needs to get out, I've seen him make some magnificent plays, some magnificent... He has almost premonition of where the opposition is going to follow up their shots with, and ducks out. That's huge. If he goes down there, I say they lose mid right now. Easily they lose mid right now. Now, at a disadvantage right now, this is one of those, when you're blue team, you're kind of calling, hey, you know, we're going to give up mid. We all know this, but let's try to force them as they come through. So with that note, you do see blue kind of getting into defensive middle position. Demo up on the shack, scout up on the shack. Red coming in, they're going to try to kill blue before they can move out with no Uber at all. Aim dying right there is not going to help the cause. With the Vast, that low 2 called out, Nursey missing the pop on Aim, or excuse me, a Vast. This may not end as like they want, but Blue decides to all back up in that little corner. Like, you know you're at an uber disadvantage. I'm surprised they didn't back up earlier right now. With only Indus being alive, 77%, we may have to see some, I don't want to say Uber saw heroics if he's being chased, but no, he's going to make it back to last. So, Tag hiding in forward spawn right now. He could get a nice big jumper there. Goldfish sees him. Doesn't hit him with any rockets, but Tag's going to go down. He just couldn't get the height he wanted to. Everybody from Blue hiding in that forward. This is crazy.
Not only is it crazy, it's a bad play because their medic is stranded on last, and finally they do backspawn to get their medic. They would have had Uber by now, I have to imagine, and that would have put them at about a 50% advantage. As it is, it's only going to be about 30%, but they are going to try and go for it. Here they are, pushing their way onto second. Not capping the point is the Getawhale fan club, and they are being pushed completely out. And this is the right play from them, Buick, because they need to back out and make sure they get this Uber. If they were counting, and I'm sure Nursey was, they know Indus has his Uber ready to go. So they're going to back it out to the middle, regroup, get some buffs, get that Uber, and reevaluate how they want to try to bomb in and crack this this orange mango, this strawberry mango defense.
I know. So Blue's playing a little aggressive over here. Like, they know they have this. When you know you're holding Uber in Blue's positioning right here, you're going to play people up right there. You know, if somebody jumps in, window's going to be covered. You're not going to get any soldiers sneaking in and bombing. Aim coming in. Aim's definitely been playing the part of the sacrificial lamb right now. I'd like to see either some follow-up damage or one of these bombs work out, because right now they're kind of putting themselves at a disadvantage. If they get any picks on the flank, they're moving into mid. It's just unfortunate to have Uber the opposition and not be able to go in because your suicide didn't work out like you wanted it to. Red's backed up in the middle. Avast is kind of watching his left, a little sticky bomb trap over there if anybody pops through. But I do think if Blue were to take that route, they'd probably end up Ubering through it there. Blue, Indus, just calling back the troops saying, guys, I mean, think about it. They're up 2-0. They can wait for the opposition to make a mistake right there. They can wait for maybe Aim to bomb in and another person to get a frag. Here we go again. Aim does take that big bomb up there. He stands on top. Alpha with a nice crisp rocket takes him out. So it's just not going to work again. Blue's finally had enough, and I think they're going to go up slope right now. Is that where it's looking like?
Here's the bomb from Alpha. Alpha trying to get something going onto Nursey, putting lots of pressure. Nursey forced into popping that Uber. She had about 106 HP, but staring down the face of a rocket barrel, she could not risk it. Now in comes the blue Uber. I don't know how, but Alpha and Free State both went down, so man advantage over on the Getawhale fan club side. Of course, they also have the forward spawn, so anybody they do lose will be spawning quicker. Indus trying to get out, not gonna happen. Link user is gonna get his 6th kill and take down Indus. Corsa and Alpha, Free State, some spawners there. Corsa did hightail it back to last, but ×5 on the point. And this could be looking like a heartbreaker round. You see that Uber advantage in favor of the Getawhale fan club. They have capped that 4th point, and already Buick, they are looking like they want to come in and just get right into the action.
Surprised over there, the gun's really not getting anything from that angle. I think maybe they thought they were going to push in right. The guy finally shoots something on the point, denies aim completely, who jumps up in the air. Blue's getting the kill. Here comes the cavalry moving in right now. As long as Indus can keep up his heels, they do have the proper height advantage. Sentry gun down, but that's no problem. The goal right now was to buy time. And look at Red's health. Aim's low. And if losing a wreck right now, they have to pop Uber. This is not the best Uber as long as Goldfish doesn't kill anybody. Whew. I take that back. Goes down Indus. Kill. Goldfish is on his 8th kill streak right there when he finished off Indus. Aim's behind. Look at Aim over there. He's very low hit points. Can only spam some rockets. They got to back out. Like, you did get the medic. Goldfish got Index. If he doesn't, they lose 2 in perhaps mid, so not all is lost. But just Red's Uber, the Sentry Gun. Do you think it was the Sentry Gun that just bought them that maybe 5 seconds the time they needed?
Might have been the Sentry Gun. I was wondering if Mangoes were gonna be keen on the fact that they did not have Uber yet. Getawhale pushed in, and they were only about 70% when they pushed in, and no Ubers came out, and they were all kind of playing tight to the medic. So I thought that kind of tipped their hand a little bit that they did not have the Uber, and we did see some frags coming out from the Mango team just on the players who couldn't get Uber simply because there was an Uber, and then finally when the Uber did pop, it was sort of wasted there. Indus did go down, but we do see the Uber advantage is pretty negligible at about 15% in favor of the Getawhale fan club. In comes AIM. I'm not sure why. There's no medic to kill there. There's no Uber to burn, at least. So you can go for the medic pick, but much harder to do kill the medic than it is just to pop the Uber. So AIM may be mismanaging the timing there. We do see, though, that Getawhale fan club are going to have to back it up. And you know what? They have pretty good mechanics here. Every time they do lose a player, they get out of all the close zones pushing into second. Yeah, very disciplined. They get back into a more defensive position and wait for their player to spawn. So that's nice from them, but you see both Ubers are up. The onus, like you said before, is going to be on this Getawhale fan club team.
Indeed, of course, is hiding right there, waiting for anybody to come through. AIM does make it in below, decides that, nah, not going to work, I can't get that jump, and, you know, back up. Something that I'd like to see Getawhale fan club realize here is, like, Blue is kind of committed, well, up until now, to holding back behind the point. So those single bombs in from AIM aren't going to do it every time. Like, you know, he does end up popping. That's not bad. I do cast his curse, eat my words, so they do get a pop out right there. AIM finally caught a break. Indus went up close to where Saw was to heal everybody, and the timing was perfect. AIM has a really nice rocket coming through, ends up popping Indus, and now I do like to see it. They should be moving in. I mean, you see what I see. When AIM moves up, when AIM comes up, this Uber advantage is huge, Bloodsire.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess they're waiting for their 6th player. They figure they have such a big advantage. But I would have liked to see them go in on the tails of the backing up Mango's team, because they wouldn't have been set in positions. Now you can see they are in set positions, and they're able to duck into battlements here. Indus is almost untouchable. And we do have players up close trying to pop Nursey. Not successful as of yet. Time 6 on the point. And look at this. All of the Mango team are just going to back out and try to play for time. They have 30% left on that Uber. It's not going to be enough. In dives the red team. That Uber is pre-popped, and we need to scatter if you are the Mango team. Getting right on that point. Good point play. The medic takes off the Uber to get on the point. Frags are going to be traded left and right, 2 down for either team, and it is a skirmish. The blue Uber is up, however, and that is going to be bad for the Getawhale fan club team. Goldfish on top of the point with 6 HP, does go down. Link Use now tries to come in, gets 1, but does go down himself. Only AIM left alive, and I think that pre-pop early into last is what really sealed the deal for them, losing that last there.
Yeah, and there was a little flash in there too. Like I say, they lost maybe what? They would have loved to move in, wait like 2 more seconds to pop, and then just. It just came down to their Uber lasts a little bit longer. It's much better there. We did see the medic take off the Uber, try to put a little point on the, you know, the old, like, you stand on the point and you freak out the other team because they get the message, you know, our point's being captured. So they all rush for it right now. I didn't like the positioning, though, to do it. So AIM's going in for the bomb right now, does not find what he wants. His team decided to follow it up anyway, as long as they get some heals on him. It wasn't too bad saying, this is our position. Give us this right there. So AIM may have made his team a little bit of room. Goldfish playing aggressively up there. I don't really like this play right now with AIM being this weak. They don't have a lot of heavy classes on the point. Nursey's on 70% right now. I don't think it's enough where they're going to dry push in again. Like, you know, they're more or less going to get the Uber. Blue's going to be able to milk it out.
There's a double sniper play. Can I just bring attention to this? Both Alpha and Corsa are sniping right now. So they are going full pick mode. But in comes the Uber, so it's not going to matter, BUICK.
Of course, it does go for a shard there. Oh, jeez, an Uber target not going to work out there. Corsa needs to rotate out. I think it's just going to be a fail push, to be honest, with Nursey. I reckon the Bass going down more than a fail push. Oh, man! Tag up on that little shack saying, no, get out of here. This is my area. Hitting him with a nice, juicy rocket, and the blue team is just going to cap this. Let's see at this point in time. We go for, I don't think anybody from Red comes back up as sniper. I would like to see, you know, more sniper out of Red, but this probably isn't the opportunity for you. Just come back all with standard classes right now, being at an uber disadvantage like you are.
Yeah, it looks like they will be able to, oh, well, they did just lose Goldfish, but they are going to spawn up their their 5 there on second. Goldfish with a long 10-second spawn isn't going to be there to defend that second for quite some time here. And with the Uber ticking up for Indust and the Mango team, looks like they're going to come in recognizing that they have the advantage. Oh, we're getting a nice pinch from Free State and his soldier. That soldier's in danger of going down. He does go down. Free State gets the kill onto aim. Blue are swarming this point. Down goes a vest. No demo man for the red team now, and they are backing it up. Uber's now up for the blue team. They're coming in quick. Got my eye on Tag. Tag bombing in on the left side is going to go down. The blue Uber is popped.
Goldfish rushing towards the point. One run. Yeah, you see Goldfish clean up that medic right there. He's at 104 health. He can take out these scouts. I've definitely seen him win these pistols right there. The scouts definitely smartly played apart from each other. You know, when you're in close range with a soldier like that, and, you know, it's him versus you two, the last thing you both want to do is die to one rocket. You know how that feels. Not very good.
Not good at all, and that's exactly what you're saying. If you are the Getawhale fan club right now, what is going on? It looks like the schedule differences have waived in favor of the Mango team here, as although they lost the last 3, they definitely played the stronger opponents, and they look like they are coming ready to play today. A great showing. You have to say, BUICK, that this entire match so far has been in their hands. They've been in the driver's seat. They've been sort of dictating the flow, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Absolutely, like they cannot argue with the 3-0 at this point in time. Like, we did see there was like breaths of life from Getawhale fan club. We saw them pushing in the last, but just not really having that coordination down. You know, sometimes going in when they didn't have Uber yet, just because maybe they thought they could do a dry push. Aim, I'd like to see more, like, for lack of a better term, maybe like smarter bombs from him. But like, he's bombing in very close to them. He ends up going down. He did get one good pop though. That was very good on his part. But in general, like, they're just uncoordinated. Would you say that's probably what it is at this point in time?
Maybe uncoordinated. To be honest, they look a little outclassed. I really do think that just this team, and maybe things are starting to coalesce for the Mangoes. Maybe the name change has really given them a banner to sort of push out behind. But this blue team, well, they're no longer blue, they're red now, but this Mango team is just looking just a little too strong. We did see that they had a better middle for the most part. They were able to play passive and allow the Getawhale fan club team to just push into them. They wiped the floor with them whenever they did that. So it just looks like that this Indust infused sort of pug team of ex-Invite players now in Invite again. They just have it today. Maybe it's this map, maybe it's the new name, whatever it is, it's working for them, and it's 3-0 in their favor. And you know what else it is? You know, as I'm taking a look at the stats here, it looks like Corsa, scout over there for the Mango team, is going pretty
Hell
big.
of a game.
Yeah, 19 and 4.
Almost 340
Incredible.
Damage. I know. Speaking of Corsa, though, let's give Corsa a watch in the middle right there. After you're up 3-0 and you're hitting 340 damage per minute in the middle right now, let's see what how you open up. Up to the right side, a few pistol shots, just zoning out that demo right there, denying any jumpers. Decides to get a buff, 180 going in, one shot on the back, 2 shots on the back, backs up. Now needs some heals, looking through a lot of frags. It ends up getting them. Indus perfectly onto them. Long range sticky takes him out right now. So Rek is flanking, 1 shot, 2 shot on that scout. He ends up going down too. I think Blue has the numbers right now. They end up losing a Rek. They need to be careful. Nursey's very, very low. Can end up launching 1 arrow across. Probably has to back out. But when you're on 89%, you see people fighting. You just want to meet up with them. You want to turn that battle around. But it doesn't matter when you're on 100% Uber when you just don't have the numbers. They lost a Rek there at the end, and they just needed to keep the Rek alive. They could not. End up having to back to 2. No off-classing. I'm not sure what can save them right here. Hopefully they don't get popped too early while holding 2. I think that'd be the best strategy. They're holding up right side. They need to be careful. A soldier comes bombing in. No plays, though, ends up backing up. Indus does now move down to point. They rotate over to that left side, excuse me. We'll see. They kind of get. Do you see Red's kind of getting jammed down here, or jammed at the bottom?
Yeah.
They can't really push in. Like, that was some pretty decent coordinated spam.
Very nice job, just putting a line in the sand and saying you cannot cross it, and they couldn't. Absolutely not. The Mango team just ran into a brick wall that, as you mentioned, was the Getawhale fan club spam, and they just had to back it out. Weird exchanges. Nobody lost any bit of players, but we do see the blue Uber and the red Uber are going to be popped over here in the saw room area. I think that soldier's in trouble, but in comes Aim to try to help him out onto Muma. Muma in trouble. He goes down. 2 frags fall for the blue team, and there is a second now for red. So even numbers. Down goes Tag, down goes Nursey. So the Getawhale medic also dead. Looks like, oh, and there goes Indus too, so a straight up skirmish. So we do see 2 scouts now fighting in Saw Room. Free State's gonna pick up that health, 56 health on Link User. It is a scout 1v1 over by that health, but Free State's gonna come out ahead. And the skirmish still going on. Free State's gonna join his soldier to take down a vest. And finally, with things quieting down here, only AIM is left alive in that second area. Be any sort of a threat, but he's gonna get spammed out. And this cap is gonna go for the Mango team.
Amen is going in. He's on very low hit points. He kind of let them know he was there earlier by spamming up a rocket before he jumped. I'm not sure he really wanted to do that. The Mango team reacted very well and they backed up. I'm liking Aim's. I'm liking what he's doing. You know, he has to go. If the med's on the point, or there were a bunch of weak classes on the point, like if he gets up there in time, he has some nice health. He gets good, he gets 1 or 2 kills, that really slows down the other team, which is what they needed right now. Because AIM, it didn't really work for them. They ended up going sentry gun right here. Nursey holding in the standard positioning, I don't know. I think Smooth, how they're playing right now, if they keep everybody alive and just, I like them in an Uber on Uber push, because their coordination is definitely on point right now.
And it's a crits, we missed it. Yeah, the crits is popped and Nursey goes down. Terrible casters are we, BUICK, because we totally didn't even see that. But
oh no,
we aren't the only ones, because Nursey and the Getawhale Fanclub didn't see it as well. Down goes that medic for the blue defending team, and they are going to be hard pressed here to try to put up any defense without those heals. And this is a nice job from the Mango team with a slow burn, just putting in that spam, recognizing that they don't have a medic. Nursey is going to spawn up, try to get some heals into it, but might be too little too late.
Like the choice to go crits there too, a first full half of Uber on Uber action, if you're the first one to break parity, there's, the odds are in your favor sometimes, as long as you do it smartly, and they definitely did there. They denied all the jumpers. Goldfish going underneath, getting into a little scrum, a little scrap with the circling hearts Tuggernog, and he ends up backing out right now, so, they both just say, hey, what's going on, yo, and they back out, nobody dies, everybody's happy so far. I take that back. Red's not happy right now. They want this point. They're moving in right now. We're going to see the crits load up right now. Here's the home run sticky. It does end up getting a launch. Taking out Goldfish is fine. You did want to hit the medic. It's fine that you didn't right now. You know how crits go when they fail, though. They end up getting jammed. Everybody jumps. Failure goes down. There's 2 Fs on the point. Everybody turns around. Oh, goodness. Thank God for the blue scouts. We don't want any of that in this tag. One spam rocket with that rocket ends up getting the blue Uber. Like, when there's a fail crits, and your medic dies, everybody gets jammed. Like, the least you can do if you don't get the medic, Bloodsire, is you want to force the Uber. So that's pretty good on tag in that situation.
Exactly right. I was going to say that Uber force at the end is big here, because it allows them to try to come back into second, make some sort of a play. They might be finding themselves running into that same brick wall they ran into earlier, as Goldfish and Link User are going to collect onto 2 players over on that red team, and they only have 3 bodies alive. In comes the blue onslaught. Very, very hurt is Tagger, and he goes down. He did manage to take down that scout, but that's not going to be enough, as we do see ×3 on the point. 10 seconds on the spawns, on the spawn time for both of the Mango team soldiers, so they are not going to get that forward, and they are going to be soldierless as they try to defend this second cap point.
So Goldfish Doug going for the frag there, not end up getting. We'll see if they did end up keeping on Chris Creed right now at this point in time. They did, and here comes the crits. We're gonna have 1 Hillman sticky launch across. There's one. Oh, good pop by News. Very, very good reaction time there. It happens once, that's okay. It's not gonna happen twice or 3 times. So with the scouts rushing in on tag right now, I've seen him win these in close quarters. He does end up taking down a scout tag on a damn well nice streak. Whatever that means. And at this point in time, he's on a jeez, if we had killstreak weapons, he might be on 4 or 5 at this point in time, because he took down not only the scout that was on his medic, he took down the medic after that, and then another soldier in middle tag. He knows how to shoot rocket. We can say that.
Not the best post-Uber positioning there from Nursey, and the rest of Getawhale Fanclub found themselves over in the slope leading into the lower second area of the Mango team, and they just got pinched. They were already there, were the Mango team with their medic and their demo man and a scout. Down went the majority of the blue players, but here we go. A vast demo man for the blue team does manage to get a frag. AIM is going to join the party and take it down Alpha. The crits is popping. Is it going to be enough? A scout is dive bombing into that medic, trying to do something. This demo man cannot take down Link User. Link User is going to take down Indus by jumping up and down. And oh my goodness, just like that, the shoe is on the other foot. The tables have turned. What any sort of metaphor you want to throw at this, BUICK, is going to apply here, as we do see the blue team now calping this
middle
point.
Oh,
he is the spy play.
Sneaky spy. Aims it. Oh, hey, what? Look where he's crouched right now. He's hiding literally in the most ridiculous spot, in between the rock and the wall right now. Of course, this could be really good. Going up. No. Oh, decided to take the good angle on this right here. Oh,
got up.
There's a pop. A pop. Is that a freak out pop?
There might have been a freak out pop. I was too busy watching the spy all booby-eyed like everyone else, I'm sure, but might have been a freak out pop. Like, oh my god, he's a spy. I need to right click immediately. You see the frags are gonna fall for both teams, but the cap's gonna go for the Getawhale fan club right now, and only the demo man Muma and Smooth left alive. And 2 scouts are gonna dive bomb onto that point and try to get time. There are stickies on the point. Alpha's gonna come in. Corsa is gonna come in. Avast with the sticky on. Oh, and the dunk onto Alpha. Can that scout get there in time? He does. Avast
I do not think he expected that scout to get there. No, he was still looking over to the other side.
Exactly. He got in there and just tried to lock off that right side. Didn't realize there were spawners over on his back left. But a nice job taking down those 2 players and almost giving his team another round there.
So, I like Blue. You know, they're fine. They're ahead up in Uber. This is where I'd like to see, outside of course of sniping, that could always change this. I'd like to see Blue just move their Uber up. I know that Nursey can pay attention to percentages in regards to when it's this much of an advantage. Like, it's a good 25% right now. If they move in, the Medic's holding close, I do think they can get this, but I think they're waiting for Corsa to get that right there. That was beautiful.
Corsa had a nice deep angle, was playing behind that wall, and oh, look at Corsa again, moving in, sees that demo man. Can he get the shot on the demo man? Does not. He's not able to get it there, but is moving to a forward position, taking that charge for a walk, trying to see if he can get any sneaky players here as they try to cross his field of vision, but doing a very good job are the Getawhale fan club recognizing, oh, that scout and that soldier, they're dancing with fire, but you know, they're gonna be fine.
Well, of course, we're going to get double donked here. Those are coming up through. We've all, you know, when you're scoped in like that and you're just going for somebody, we've seen people get double dunked right now. Something to know that the cannonballs have come out from the blue team right now. Oh, moving in right now. They got to be careful right now with the, failure going down. This is dangerous. Walking on the danger line right now. And, of course, elevating that body shot on the Uber soldier. Rotates back. The scout comes out. Looks like they effectively load last. With Avast and aim going down, Nursey's kind of bailing on everybody at this point in time.
Take a look at RK1G. Is that how you say his name? He is in backcapping position. Looks like he's going to go for only the demo man on that point. It is a demo man versus a scout for the cap here. We do have times 2 on the point, recognizing that he is going to try to dive bomb in. I'm sorry to interrupt you, because that ended up being nothing.
Yeah, I know. It ended up being nothing. He got one of the soldiers who came back for him, which was kind of funny. But he just, it's one of those things where, honestly, Bloodsire, it was like maybe 2 or 3 seconds off. But like, if he had a little bit more time to fight that demo man who smartly backed up, realizing that his team was capping, he may have got that. But unfortunately, it did not work out for him well right there. With aim going down, Blue is in a defensive, let's get out of here position right now. Red has the health advantage, the position advantage, and to be honest, like, it's even Uber, so there's no threat of that right now. But we'll see, knowing that the Ubers are at parity, if Goldfish and Nursey, who are usually a rather aggressive combo, want to go in here right now. Looks like they're maybe considering going up on Catwalk. I'm not sure about this.
Inda sneaking in with Corsa there, over through lower. Yeah, Aric's going to take down Alpha, and that blue pop. Indus, as you see, just had the pop now, so advantage for the red team as Free State does take down the Goldfish. Looks like they want to get right into the Getawhale team as that Uber is going to burn out, and a little bit of a repush coming in from Avast, who has the leash snapped from his medic, realizing they need to get the back as they are the only 2 members left from the blue team. In comes a bombing red demo man, and the red players are spawning on that point in mass. They're going to get that cow, making it a 4th round to 0, and on the flip side, we might be seeing a 5-0 on the other side of the Getawhale fan club this time.
We expected looking. I mean, obviously you can't just look at numbers and stats and stuff like that. But this team, the Strawberry Mangoes, I think they're getting their stuff together. We know they have the talent. Maybe they just needed 1, 2, 3 matches against some decent teams to get their stuff together, and they're playing really well right now.
That's right, they need a little strawberry mango smoothie. That bomb comes in from aim. He's going to get demolished by Corsa and company. In comes the remaining blue players trying to get something going. Selling out to get Indus. Indus very hurt. There's a scout on him. Eric's going to take him down. Alpha, though, does grab a frag. And frags were traded. Bodies have been slain here. There is a scout in the backfield on the red second, and that's going to slow them down a little bit as they try to keep tabs on that. They might find themselves in a little bit of a pinch play coming in soon, as we do see red team try to cap this middle. In comes that scout, but he is going to find himself in a trap as that soldier was baiting his demo man. And finally, we're going to see ×3, but BUICK, here come the blue team, try to take it away from red.
I kind of like this play, so Aim's moving in right there, he moves in, he misses his first jump, goes for the second one. He needs to play a little more aggressive. Red does get out in time, so this is kind of just like an, everybody, you know, get into this position and wait for my go is more or less what it is at this point in time. So Aim going underneath. He's peeking. I don't know if he's going to jump. He sees Sticky there, ends up bouncing him onto his head. They get deaded, so he goes to 75, but he's going to follow up this right now. With blue capping mid, they're playing aggressively on this red disadvantage, but they've been able to bolt every time. Whether it's great comms, people just really hitting their, really hitting their stride. They're backing out perfectly every time blue Uber's in.
Nursey had to pop her Uber. There was a scout on her and she had to burn it. So that's going to put the advantage in favor of Indus. And recognizing that neither team do have the Ubers, in comes the Getawhale Fanclub trying to get something going with the dry push. There's a scout trying to attack that medic. Very, very hurt. Is Indus 32 HP. In come the spam. A Vest now on Indus, who does get his Uber and is able to pop just in time. A Vest trying to get out of there now with 19 HP. The bottle comes out. The melee comes out. There's a melee of a little gentleman's agreement there as the Devil Man take each other out with melees, although Muma did not die. He is still alive, so we are going to see, take a look at Alpha in on the flank. Does see a soldier, is going to get wiped by that soldier, so that's okay. But in the meantime, Mango's trying to get something going on that second point, and I can't believe they didn't get it going sooner, BUICK, as we do see Getawhale. They have managed to sort of steady themselves, retain control of that second cap, and push into last.
Play coming in right now. I don't really like to do this, but Nursey is really low. Look, it's Uber disadvantage aggressive play. Nursey's taking the wrong angle. Nursey's may have to. Oh, she ends up having a pop from that distance. That rocket will not have killed anybody. So it's just a pop. You got to get out here. You got to get out here, guys. Nothing's going to go good. You got maybe one pick after that. You end up losing 2 people during the Uber. Like, that's not good. Nursey, get out, please. And she does end up meeting up, looking for Goldfish right now. I think Goldfish at this point in time just need to go for a bomb on the med. They need something, otherwise they're going to get pushed all the way back to there, too. Being at a, what are we looking at, Bloodsire, like a 70% disadvantage right now? Like, Indus knows his numbers. He's telling his team to move in right now, and we know they're going to because they're up 4-0 as well. Why not? Like, when you're up 4-0, you're taking full advantage of every single aggressive Uber push you can.
Yeah, and take a look at where they're going. They went through one place that a sticky trap wasn't, and Indus is going to pop his scouts in. They're trying to get as many frags as possible. Arik right now playing around in kitchen is going to get taken down by Corsa. There is a soldier on middle. That's Goldfish. He is half health and dwindling. Down he goes to the tag rocket. The cap is now being capped by both red scouts. And in come the Mango team, smelling blood in the water. Oh, and Nursey misses the entrance there. Oh, manages to recover just a little bit, but that's going to put it with just them two hightailing it back to middle as their soldiers do spawn up here. But on a roll, continuing to push in to that Getawhale Fanclub last are the Mango team. Uber not in their favor, but I don't know, BUICK, if this Getawhale team is going to try to make anything of their advantage.
I would. This is a trap. This is a trap where you need to. You're down 4-0 right now. Like, you actually don't, like, it's one of those, like, you're down 4-0, you don't want to mess up because you don't want to lose the match. But on the flip side of the coin, you're down 4-0, you need to actually start taking advantage of this right now. You're not going to win this game holding Snakewater last. You knew you had the advantage. I'd like to see a more aggressive play from them right now. Goldfish is moving out, but look at Indus Uber all of a sudden. Like, they're moving out with Sniper 2 Link User. This push could be, it could be a beef push. I don't like it at this point in time. We'll see what ends up coming from it. Goldfish does get the Uber. Everybody's held up. You know, they Uber and they pop the Uber, but Nursey's in not a good position right now. Goldfish hits a wonderful rocket, follows up on tag. Jeez, those were crisp, and he's going underneath with decent hit points. They can get on the point right now. I do think Red may start bailing if they lose one more person. Goldfish has height advantage, ends up jumping forward. 1 rocket, 2 rockets, nice spam rockets, ends up picking up the pack right now. There's red players underneath. Aim of Vast going down, Eric. Oh, there's red players, and they may end up going for last right now. There's a soldier on the point. 1 rocket will kill him. He jumps away from Goldfish, says, come up here, my son, take this fight with me, and baits him up there. Everybody else is moving in right now. Goldfish, beautiful rocket on the medic. 2x on the point. Oh no, Bloodsire. Oh no.
You said it. You said it. It was a trap. It was a trap all along. Classic reverse pick. You lose a player, you bait the other team out because they need to make a move, and you're just there to wipe them, to pounce on them, to take away any hope and dreams that they may have, and then win the round. So a 5-0, the way we're not used to seeing it this season, for Strawberry Mangoes, who used to be Attack of the Omis, but with this name change, they are looking strong, Buick. They do take the map 5-0, and things are only going to get harder here for the Getawhale Club. I think we talked about it a little bit in the match preview. They have Ascent and then Froyotech coming up for the Getawhale Fan Club, so that quick 3-match win might slowly dwindle into a 3-match loss here, as they are facing the better of the invite teams. But, on the flip side of that, the Strawberry Mango team showing that although they did lose the last 3, they're forced to be reckoned with against these other mid-tier invite teams. And, that 4th invite spot's going to be highly contested this season. And I think we just saw Strawberry Mangoes there throwing in their hat to say, we have invite experience and we can do it.
Yeah, we can do this, absolutely. Like, Indus, wonderful game. He's, what was that, 9 deaths, 21 assists? That's fine. You like that off the bat. 22 Uber charges. He had more Uber charges than assists, which that's phenomenal. Something also to mention, too, Muma, as Demo Man, gets these numbers. He did 292, that's great, but he went 27 and 12. He was not dead very often. He was not dead very often at all. To go 27 and 12 as Demo Man on Snakewater, that's damn good. So Muma's kicking into high gear when they need him to. So you just glancing at the stats, it kind of looks like a 5-0. Everybody on Strawberry Mangoes, they've all played at a high level. We know they all can do this. It just clicked tonight. So kudos to them.
Yeah, of course, and if it all does get clicking and they start to gel with each other as a team, that invite experience is going to rear its head, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. But without any other last words, you have any other last words, Buick?
No, man, this is gonna. You know what? This result right here just kind of solidifies. This is gonna be a crazy season, so I'm quite excited, Bloodsire. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure everybody who watched here with us today are looking forward to it. But that's going to do it for us here today for Team Fortress TV. For Buick, for our cameraman, Mathsad, we will see you next time, guys. I'm Bloodsire. See you guys the next time.